Barak is a young fellow who has recently begun his journey back to Yiddishkeit. He shares what happened to him during the massacre at the party in Reim and the incredible miracle that he experienced after pleading from the bottom of his heart to the Ribbono Shel Olam, to the Master of the Universe, to save him. Here are Barak's own words. I told my parents that I wanted to start keeping Shabbat. Recently, I started wearing tefillin, I wear tzitzit, and going forward, I want to start being Shomer Shabbat. The first Shabbat that I kept went smoothly, as did the second Shabbat. The third Shabbat was the Shabbat of the party in Reim. My friends all bought tickets, and I also wanted to go, and then I decided that I was going to go to that party. My mother said to me, "Don't go, you already started keeping Shabbat." But nevertheless, I decided that I was going to go. I got into my car at 4 a.m. and headed to the party. At 6:30 in the morning, a missile hit somewhere in front of me. There was panic. There was a big commotion. People started running. I ran towards the exit, where 2 people who came with me to the party were waiting for me. We ran towards the car, and the monsters were shooting at us. People started dying right in front of our eyes. Finally, we were able to see my car, but at that moment, an RPG hit my car. We started running, and as we did, the monsters in their pickup trucks were shooting at us. We just ran, as everything near us and around us was exploding, except for me and for the 2 people with me. We were surrounded by gunshots, Molotov cocktails, grenades, machine guns, RPGs, and they were slaughtering Jews from every direction around us. For some reason, we decided to change direction, and we ran in the opposite direction, back to the party. We and a few other Jewish guys ran in the same direction, and we hid in one of the portable bathroom stalls. Me and 2 others crowded into one bathroom. We didn't lock the door so there wouldn't be a red marking from the outside that would give away that there was someone inside. We could hear the horror all around us. Together, in that portable bathroom, we cried out to Hashem, Shema Yisrael, and I began to pray. Father in heaven, forgive me. Father, let there be no sorrow for my parents. Father, I'm sorry. I promise you that from now on I will keep every Shabbos. For everything wrong that I've done, I'll make up for it. And everything that I was supposed to do until this point, going forward, I'll do, and I'll do it out of great love. Just bring me home. Avi Shabbat my Father in heaven. For 8.5 hours, we were inside of this bathroom cubicle. For 8.5 hours, they murdered, tortured, and slaughtered those around us. During those hours, 3 bullets hit our cubicle, one of which whizzed right over my head. The door didn't open all those hours, despite the grenades, the shooting, explosions all around us, and it wasn't even locked. For 8 hours we were in there, and not a single bullet hit us. During those 8 hours, we only did one thing. We davened, we prayed, nothing else, begging, Avinu Shabbat Shamayim, our Father in heaven, that there'll be no sorrow for my parents. Suddenly, people with an Israeli accent came and shouted in Hebrew, "It's the IDF, come out." They did this 3 times. Each time I wanted to open the door and come out, but one of the people that was with me in the stall grabbed me and said, "Be careful. It's those monsters speaking Hebrew trying to draw you out." Sadly, some people did come out, and they were all killed on the spot. 3 times they tried to draw us out, but we stayed put. The only thing that I could think of in those moments is how I promised to do everything that Hashem wants me to. After 8.5 hours of us praying to Avinu Shabbat Shamayim, to our Father in heaven, we heard IDF soldiers. I'm a Golanchik, so I know their language. I started shouting to them, "IDF, IDF," from inside of the stall. And a soldier opens the door for us and takes us out. I fell to the ground, and all I could see were the stalls next to me, piled with dead bodies. The soldier looked at me and said, "You are the last 3 survivors of this party." They didn't believe that there was anyone alive here. I thanked the Creator of the world for taking me out of it, and I promised him that I would do everything to make him happy. Thanks to Shabbat and the mitzvah of tefillin and tzedakah that I do, my Father in heaven, Avi Shabbat Shamayim, returned me to my parents. Elokim brought me back home. This was my personal miracle. I saw this miracle with my own eyes. I know that Borei Olam was there with me.